YouTube, what it do? It's that boy J.Gip coming back to you with another video. About to get it in. We got these Blazer spindles, junkyard special. Got the caliber, got the rotor, and the spindle. Both sets, $400. Now, from what I already did, I didn't order some more rotors because I want the fresh ones. I ordered the hub as well too, but I'm gonna use the caliber. But since I got two Cutlasses, I'm gonna use the other ones on my second one. So we're gonna do that. So we finna get ready to break this down. Finna get ready to clean this up, get it all sprayed, ready to go. So we got the drill. It's an 18. All right, I'm back. I just dropped the bolts in this Evapor-Rust. This stuff right here is real good. I got it from Harbor Freight. You can reuse this too. I'm cheap, so I'll be trying to save money and do this. So I dropped my bolts in here. You can see I'm gonna leave that in there overnight, and I will time lapse that tomorrow and let y'all see what they look like. But you can see I got everything broke down. Got the wheel hub loose. Got the bearings. Got the spindle. And that hoe is ugly. So what I'm finna do now is start busting this down and making it look better so we can paint it. Got the dust covers as well too. All that shit ugly. But I got my wire wheel, and we finna hit that mug for see what it do. That ain't looking too bad. Shit, looking 10 times better, and that's just the first pass on them. Yeah, I'm rocking with that. All right, YouTube. So this is my layout. I got my caliber, I got my spindle, I got my dust cover, and I got my rotor and my hub. All right. So pretty straightforward from here. Put your dust cover on first on top of your spindle, and you see that hole right there. That's where your ABS brake sensor goes into. So you want to make sure that you're lining up the three holes, and you also line up your ABS sensor to go in between there. Now it has an Allen wrench screw on it. You could take it off, but later on I'm gonna add some different things to it. So I'm gonna keep mine on. All right, so I'm just showing you how it sits. When you get ready
Push it
to
up
actually
like
bolt it
this
up,
so it can sit
flip it
flat.
over on this side, have the
Put
bolts
it all down
to the
like that.
ground, adjust your spindle
Square it
so
up.
it can be how it's supposed to. Like I said, key thing is to make sure you have that ABS sensor lined up. Now, you
There
can
we go.
see where your
First one in
spindle
there.
is gonna hang from your actual car. You want to make sure that half moon is showing so that you'll be able to have your
I don't know if y'all
brakes
remember, I had all
right.
my boats sitting
That's
in
me
there. They was
showing y'all
all
the
rusty and
boats
ugly.
that was in that Vapor
Had
Rust.
them sitting
Now
in
they
there, the
look
vapor
brand new and
rust.
fresh. Make sure you wash them
So
off
now we
though.
finna
I
get
didn't
ready to
wash
drop
mine
these
off.
in
They
there.
left a bunch of grease
They lubed
stains
up
on my
like they should
rotor.
be.
So I'm gonna show y'all what that look like in a little bit. But straightforward process.
Oh, shit.
All right, now that the bolts are lined up, you tighten them down with an 18 socket, and that's pretty much it. All right, now we adding the brake caliber. So what you want to do is put one screw in on one side so that you can put it on top of the rotor. Make sure that you pull the inside of the piston all the way down. If you don't, it's not gonna fit. So right now it wasn't further enough down. What I did was grab a C clamp and a brake pad and put it on there and tighten it down. And once you do that on each side, it'll push it back further enough so you'll be able to put it on right. So it's just like changing your brakes without actually changing your brakes. So I was wrestling with that, finally got it in there, screws lined up, tighten it up, and it's good to go. So once you do that, you'll be able to have everything like you need it. So I did this one sped up, so I'm gonna slow this one down. All right, slowing this one down. So we got the spindle already on the dust cover. So key thing that you want to make sure is that you put the ABS cord in that little hole. It's one little hole on the dust cover. You can't miss it. So you line that up and make sure that that's perfect. All right. One of the things too is when you look at your pistons, you want to make sure that the brake piston is all the way flat. So you can see the lip on that one is not flat. So old school trick that I learned is to put the brake cover, brake pad in there and put a C clamp on it. So it should go in really, really smooth. You shouldn't have to tighten up the C clamp too much. It should just go in. If it doesn't, it's two things. One of them means that you still got brake fluid in it. So you can see the brake fluid squirting out right there. So it has a little pressure on it. So it's up to you. You can drain it or you can squeeze it a little bit more. But if it's really, really hard, that means that something ain't right with it. So what I'm doing now is checking to see if my brake pad is lined up like it needs to be. So I see that it is. So I'm gonna give it another spin and try to see what's good with it. But once I check that, I'm like, all right, let me see if this is right. Pulled it out and readjusted it and try it one more time. But then I noticed that it had the little clamp on it. So now I'm pulling the brace, the clamp off and putting it back on there. Now that I got it right, check those two things. You can see I squeezed it once or twice and it went right in. So it should be an easy process with that. Now, next thing with that is you want to make sure you have everything lined up like it should be. So imagine it being on a car, and that's how you know that it's lined up right. So next, we're gonna grab the rotor and put the rotor on top of it.
Those rotors are nice. Um, I'm doing a budget build, so I'm not going bare, and I'm only going 600 horsepower, which I feel like is a lot for my setup. So I don't need the bare and the wheel woods. I'm just going double piston. So what I'm gonna do now is put my bolts on so that the rotor won't fall off when I flip it over. So I'm gonna go with 3 bolts. 3 should be enough to just hold it and make sure it doesn't fall off. I feel like 5 is overkill, so I'm gonna go with 3. Once you got the 3 on there, you can go ahead and start flipping your brake, your disc hub, your spindle, everything over, so you can start adding your brake caliber to it. So you can see I don't have my bolts super tight. And the reason being is because you want to have a little wiggle room to be able to adjust your rotor when you're getting ready to go on it. So lining this up, I could see that it wasn't exactly how I wanted it to be. So I ended up adjusting it a little bit more to make sure that it was in the right spot. So it was a little bit off. So I ended up actually taking the bolts out and adjusting it a little bit more so that I can have the right clearance. But finally, after I did that, I was able to get it in. So key thing that you want to do is only put 1 bolt in for your brake pad, and you want to flip it up. Once you have both your brake pads in, you want to make sure, like I said, your lip is good. So this is, like I said, I had brake fluid is still in it, so it's pushing back out. But like I said, work every time. The old school trick. Put that C clamp on it, push it down until your lip is flat, and then you should be good to go. So once it's flat, you'll be able to see that it's a smooth surface, and you could put your actual brake pads in there. So now that I got that out the way, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting my pads in like it should be. So the bottom pad is always the easiest. The top one gives you a little bit of a trouble. So once you put the bottom one in and the top, you gotta hold your hand on the top one so it can go over the brake pad. So that's me adjusting it so it can slide in. I should have did it at a different angle, but oh well. All right, so now I got it where I need it to be. Finna grab that other bolt, put that in, and now we can tighten it up like we need to. And once we tighten it, we almost home pretty much. So you can see the gap go away in between there, and then now you can fully tighten that other one up too. Now that we got that, make sure your screws is tight. Double check them, go around. Now everything is how you need it to be. All right, so we got that. Flip it up, look at our product right here. So $100 junkyard brakes, $100 hub rotor, look like brand new money now. I'm loving the way it look. And 2 pistons is way better than the 1. So once I bolt it on the car, I'm gonna do another video that shows how the stopping is better or worse. But I'll do another video. Here go the finished product. So I'm gonna end up painting custom letters on there. But you can see it looked dang good to me. Now you can see where the little scuff that I had from not cleaning those bolts off. So you want to make sure you clean them off. But this J.Gip signing off, baby.